Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Oh god, I'm hearing myself because we've got echo. That's great. Let's try again. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I've got echo. Milos.
No.
Good evening, everyone. We are here with the broadcast for the fourth round of the 9th season of 2S Assetto Corsa Competizione, and we have got 2 races today at Bathurst. We've got a grid of 26 drivers, and we've got a commentator's booth with 3 people. 2 of them are me, apparently, and Milos. Hello.
Well, who could have guessed that? Hello, Timo. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing brilliant. I think this is gonna be a great one. Push and I were hyping it up last week, and I just can't see this not delivering, honestly. That's the thing. We've got 4 minutes left in qualifying. Of course, it's a shorter qualifying session than usually, because we've got 2 of them and we don't want to, waste too much time with qualifying. We want to go racing. And right now, Dominic Illigner is topping the timing sheets in the Audi, and then it is Bailey Thompson in the Lamborghini. Now he swapped over from the M6. Who could have thought that was a that was a bad decision? He swapped over. He's in the Lambo now, and he might just improve towards the front of the grid. Now Chris Schricker takes provisional pole. This qualifying session is wild. No offense, Chris, but yeah. Okay, so it's Chris on top now. Then we've got Wow. Then Bailey, and there goes Cobes. Who would have thought? The pride of Poland.
My goat.
The goat of ACC, who has never won anything.
Hey. Statistically, I'm the best Polish driver on championships.
That is correct. No, wait. No, it isn't. It's tied because he was Carsten's teammate.
But tied, you know. I got it first, though, to be fair.
True.
I got it first.
You got it in a way less competitive season, but your teammate was way worse, so, that's fine.
Yeah, true.
So anyways, Combs, I say he hasn't won anything, but it's not entirely true. He's actually won a race, and that was Bathurst last season, so he should know his way around this track, but so far it hasn't worked out this season. In Misano, of course, we had the tragic murder of Dominic Illigner, and in Hungaroring we had the tragic disconnect of I have something to do, goodbye. That was the 2 things that kept him from winning races, even though he was in the lead for both of them. And yeah, maybe he can do it today. He's running a beautiful purple car. I'm sure George would appreciate of it. That's not how English works. Appreciate it. That's
very good effort.
We're still learning, it's fine. And I think everyone's starting to improve big time on their times now. Jakub is up 5/10 by what my HUD tells me, and Dominic is up a 10th. Bailey's up 5/10. Bailey could do an absolute banger here. He could take provisional pole before Coops crosses the line.
Bailey's really showing how not good the BMW M6 edition is.
That is true. We didn't need him to show us, but he did it anyways, and he does it by putting the Lambo on provisional pole in his first outing. There goes Maciejewski, though, as expected, tops it by 3 seconds, yeah, exactly. 0.3 of a second. And Olive, in the meantime, with the Futuro Squadra Corsa Lamborghini, puts it 3rd. So the Lambos and the Audis, which are said to be quite similar cars, close together. Someone I'm completely missing from the sharp end of the grid is Ruben van den Hudding. He is our championship leader. He's a 2-time race winner this season, and he is sitting in P15, even though this is an Intercontinental GT track where the Honda should be going fast, but it isn't, apparently. Then again, he is behind Savitskas, who's also running a Honda, so skill issue.
He can make good deliveries, not good lap times, apparently.
True. He's also our resident livery designer. Should sneak a 2S sticker on there. It's fine. Maybe he can find some time in the last 3 corners, but he's not up particularly on his time. Maybe he actually did spend all of his practice time designing the livery. That is possible. I don't know, but this is not exactly setting the track ablaze. This is damage limitation. He's gonna get one more shot as he crosses the line right now. Puts it 12, 1.3 seconds off of Kubs, and hopefully has enough fuel to go again. But also Sam in the Aston Martin doesn't seem to go get on with the track either. He's in 10th. Second in the standings, and quite a way off. Maybe the Aston Martin just not agile enough to navigate the mountain. He's 10th. There goes one Lego car, there goes the other Lego car, and the Lego cars... oh my god, Bailey! Wait, Bailey's got pole! Unless Higgins can do something, but I don't think so. No, oh, yeah, he can't do anything. That is... Oh, that wasn't him, that was Aslan. Okay. But Higgs is actually up 4/10, so he could be in a good one. I just don't know. I just don't think that it's gonna be able to improve. That he's gonna be able to improve by 1.2 seconds. But this could be a Bailey Thompson pole position.
Yeah, that's probably a good shot. 1.2 seconds is quite a big gap to catch.
Yeah, he's up 5/10s, but there's respectfully there's 4 corners left. So.
Yeah, there's really not much to be gained in those few corners either, but it's still going to be pretty decent lap for Higgins.
Yeah, that could... wait, it could actually put him second row if he finds some time in those last corners, and I think he does, as we are waiting just for him. Well, and Ruben. Ruben, you can see him on the track map, is on the back straight right now. There goes Higgsy. His time was a 2-minute 2.5, and now it is a 2-minute 2 flat, and it is indeed P3, just about beats out Antoine Olivet. Where is Ruben van den Herding? He can still improve. It's gonna be top 10, I think, but still not convinced by him today. He could put himself ahead of Sam though, and this qualifying has not gone at all as I expected. Yeah, 10th for Ruben, so I'm gonna get the championship standings on my second screen, so I can fill you in with what's up on the grid walk. Okay, let's go. Let's see what we have here. The grid for round number 4, after, well, for the first race of round number 4, after which we will be halfway through the season, is gonna be led by Bailey Thompson into turn 1. He takes a pole position, and I think it is his first career pole position, and beats Kubs to it as a reserve, who hasn't won a race this season, even though he arguably should have won 2 of them. Then Higgins puts it third ahead of Olivet, who has gotten a podium out of the Hungaroring race and looks to try and replicate that here. Then Chris Stricker in 6th tries to get a season underway finally, after being further down the order so far. Nico Veldman, 1 Kalami, has been a little bit off it. Wait, I've just straight skipped Illig now, haven't I? I don't know if I have, but he's 5th. Then it's Chris, then it's Veldman. And Veldman is 3rd in the standings. Then we've got Ben Lewis in P8. Marius Savitskas leads silver once again. He is 9th. And Ruben van den Herding, our championship leader, only in P10. Tommy Azalin, absolutely great last season. Somehow does seem out of it this season, but maybe he can recover something. Sam Chumley, bottle of the season here at Bathurst last time out, and also has properly bottled last time in Hungary, where he finished 17th. So, you know, I don't know if that's a bad omen, but he'll have to convince us of his performance today. Then Tim Krushwa is 13th ahead of Ryan Noppen in 14th. Karol Chmielewski 2nd in silver class, also in the Honda P15 on the grid. Martin Müller ahead of Alexander Diakowski in 16th and 17th. And Paulos Takos for silver class in 18th ahead of his teammate Aiden Bailey. Jack Mills is back, can't wait to see him, definitely not crash out. Björn Bjelland in 21st, Justin Ertz in 22nd, Michael Renoir 23rd, Andrew Moulton, I am scared of your livery, of your team name, 24th, and then it's Niels Krüger in 25th, and surprise, Visser starting from the back.
Who would have thunk it?
Yeah, I wonder what he does in all those qualifying sessions. Does he just watch the others, or
Maybe he was eating food. I don't know.
is he eating? Is he reading a good book? I don't know. He's probably, honestly, he's probably just shit posting some random Sebastian Vettel gifs. Let's be honest there. That's
Well, I can
likely
respect
what
that.
it does. Yeah, I can do. But yeah, that should be good. The grid is unexpected to me at least, so there will be plenty of movement going on, and with Bathurst, you never know, you never know what's gonna happen. Can't tell with certainty that a driver's gonna finish the race basically ever, because they could always bottle it. I've already outlined it earlier, and I'm sure he won't like me saying it, but Sam displayed that last season where was the, I think, second to last round, and then he had a massive bottle in a rainy Bathurst. It was raining, to be fair to him.
It was rainy in rainy Bathurst.
Knowledge of knowing. Now we're specifying that, of course, if it's raining, you're gonna crash more often.
I think I
would
might have
definitely-
done that race because I recall crashing at a wet Bathurst. But
Oh, it wasn't the only wet Bathurst race. Season 3 was a wet Bathurst race. And Season
I
6
probably
was
didn't
a...
start it.
No, wait.
Or didn't after that as well. That's quite likely because I don't think I finished a single race in season 3. But
And now your entire uni course knows about it as well.
well. No, they don't know it until Wednesday when I have to actually present the website. All right. Until that point, they don't know.
Have you ever thought about the weird implications of having Blitzig Racing Team on your website uni project?
No, not really. To be honest, I think it's just good content. To be honest,
Okay.
I think we can appreciate some quick seeking, but I don't know. I have to ask for their humble take. I think.
That's gonna be the funniest timeline where Blitzig Racing Team manages to get Milos expelled from uni.
Man, I get such anxiety seeing the cars closing on each other and then realize, oh yeah, there's ghosting information up.
Ah yes, it's not iRacing. I will never be able to get over the replica of the Dos Milocho incident, where Vance and I drove formation lap in the then new BMW M8, and wait, was it is the M8 even a car? Yeah, right.
In ACC,
I'm tripping. No, in the GTE is.
I think it's an MA.
It sounds wrong, but yeah. So we were driving the big boy Beamer basically, and Tara just says checking up, and me with my brilliant English knowledge, I just didn't know what that meant, so I just re-added bands in the formation lap. It was great. It was a sunny day at Road America, and we died, both of us.
So can you blame a man with that much thickness?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was getting at. You know, it was just too perfect a scene to not re-end that bounce. Oh, we've got. Wait. Oh, true. Felix doing my job better than me. Spotting that we've got rain in 30 minutes. Unfortunately, it's a 20-minute race. I don't know if that's gonna come into effect. Also, we've got so many collective championships in chat right now because we've got Alex Carsten and Felix Rupert, of course, the champions of season 3, 4, and 5, respectively. But yeah, let's hope everything goes well here. Bailey Thompson with his first, I think, pole position ahead of Jakub Maciejewski.
Can you imagine only having one pole position, Timo?
Do I even have a pole position? Do you have?
Do? I have a couple, and I think you have a couple too, no? Surely.
I actually don't know. I probably do, but I don't know. But it doesn't matter. We are going racing. Bailey with his first Lamborghini race is gonna try and keep his nose ahead into turn 1, and Kubs in the Mercedes gonna try and do something against it. Of course we go green for the first of 2 sprint races on this evening, and it looks like Bailey has just executed it about as well as it could have gone, with Kubs getting a little bit on the curb, but he gets the run. He actually carried some sick momentum and will probably get his nose ahead before the braking zone into turn 2. So Bailey is gonna face an issue here if he wants to keep his race lead. It looks like Coop's gonna take that from him. Behind them, Higgsy in second, then in third, then Antoine is fourth. Illigner is getting attacked by the Lego cars, but I think he's fine. And yeah, Coops has taken the lead.
Bailey Thompson.
Yeah.
Might even get down here. Bailey's going to keep it on the inside, get it through the corner, and a little bit of contact, but they make it out just fine. And Bailey Thompson keeps second place for now.
That was spicy. Somehow fell into the clutches of Higgins there, and Antoine behind him trying to make the best of it. Illigner lost the position to Chris Stricker, and Ruben has had a really good start. He's jumped up to P8 and is even ahead of Veldman, I think, at this point. So he's had an absolute banger of a start. He was, well, I don't think cocky is the right word, but he sounded very determined that this season was going to be the season he challenges for a title. Oh my god, Antoine! You are not Mills. Why do you hit the wall like that? That sounds like, or that looks like it's going to be big damage for Antoine. Even though it seems to be going fine for now, Chris Stricker is certainly going to want to get past ASAP, so he doesn't get held up behind the likely damaged car of the Frenchman here. And oh my Higgsy, what are you doing? And Chris is completely dead. It's disaster. We can't drive in a straight line apparently. A man has fallen into the river in Lego City. Oh my god! It's all gone horribly wrong.
No.
Oh my god.
Oh, batters and content go very well together, and oh my lord, that's like a technical pile-up.
Oh my god. Well,
wow.
Wait, I'm going for a replay here. Let's see what happened there. That was... How does he lose it on the hill? Higgsy! Collected by Veld, connected by Chris. Ruben gets through. Wait, no, it wasn't Veld. It was actually Illigner. But so Azadin has gone through. No one hits the brakes. Is this the biggest pileup we've ever had? And all... I like how Higgsy is able to put it third in qualifying at Bathurst, but then he can't drive in a straight line on the straight. That's fascinating. I'm really confused. We're back to the live feed, and that was a disaster.
Thanks for the Timo line.
What was that? Oh my god.
Well, Bathurst and content goes very well together.
Now listen, the good thing about this is we're getting a second race, so everyone who's just crashed out, and I think it's actually everyone from P11 down, because Sam is pitted, Yakovsky's pitted, no, actually just 9 people, oh my god, only 9 people are alive. But I'm sure Mills survived, because he was parked. Yeah, Mills is going well, he's behind Moulton, and is now trying to make the move.
Holding side by side here.
How has he just made a move?
Done?
How has he just made a move on the mountain?
Yes.
He just has. We just gotta accept that. Jack Mills, an absolute menace in fourth.
And someone's Ruben Van Hooding on the downhill section. He's facing the wrong way round.
That is inconvenient. Oh my god, he hits the wall straight on, and we're gonna go for a replay for that also to check out what happened to him. Oh well, okay. The replay doesn't reach far back enough. And the replay takes 22 seconds, which means he has lost at least 22 seconds with whatever he's done.
Well, losing.
Yeah, this is a Samuel Cholmon moment, if you ask me. Bottling it there as a championship leader. I've seen the same thing last season. Back to the live feed. Nice voice crack. And we've got an absolutely smashed Aston Martin from Michael Renault driving to the side of the track as Van den Herding and Mills go through for somehow P8. I think this is the biggest wreck we've ever had, actually.
I think it's up there with Spa.
Oh yeah, Spa 15 out of 20 died, right?
Probably something like that, yeah.
Or when
Remember, it was a
sort
very
of-
big chunk of the grid that had like some sort of damage.
Yeah. Justin says, I think I got hit. That's a very interesting assessment of the situation. I would agree. I think you did. I saw
It's
you
probably
and...
quite likely, yeah.
Yeah, I saw both Justin and Dragon get caught up. You know, I didn't have the problem of having... Oh, wait, Mills is going for a move on our championship leader, and he just pulls that one off nicely. So Mills
Yes.
up to P8. And wait, Mills is second in class after this. Absolute menace, the guy. The good thing is, I was worried I wouldn't be able to know who crashed because teammates run the same liveries, but it was actually really easy because just everyone crashed. So, you know, no issues there.
Yeah, you're not wrong there, Timo.
Ruben's car looks so bad to drive. He just gets snap oversteer in places you really shouldn't. His windshields are also not exactly scratch free. And yeah.
Oh, smoking off down the
Oh,
section.
Mills,
It's
no!
Mills, no.
Oh, don't try! What are you doing? You're still second. Just go on, for the love of Christ! No, Mills.
The gearbox issue, mate.
Yeah, we're gonna watch the replay. Oh no, he's done the fun. Oh no, he actually can't go after that. That is terrible. Oh no, that car is done. I thought he intentionally drove it to the wall, but the suspension is very much broken.
It's steering inputs, and you probably figured that that wasn't actually intentional.
Renault has gotten a drive. What? Mate, it's Bathurst! How do you get an off track here? And how do you get 4 in 7 minutes? What? Dude, this race is... We'd rather forget about this one.
You was amazed by it.
P12 has just gotten lapped by P2 after 7 minutes.
Hectic to say the least.
This is... Oh man. And yeah, it's gonna start raining. Unfortunately, it looks like in 30 minutes it's not gonna rain anymore. So Sprint 2 probably gonna be on a damp or dry track. And I think damp would be highly spicy. I just don't think we'll get it.
You might get some dribble, it's really lucky, but pretty likely it would stay dry. But could be
Yeah,
interesting.
I would agree. Especially because there's 5 minutes of warm-up and then 10 minutes of qualifying remaining before we go into the second sprint. So in the second sprint, I'm pretty sure we'll have a dry track. But yeah, I mean, that's the thing now. The drivers up the front don't really have any... they don't really have anything to fight for anymore because everyone behind them is just dead. So it's gonna be a game of just surviving Bathurst for 11 minutes. I'm especially looking at Bailey in this case because he's usually a Heineken bottler, I would say. But
Full-time Heineken employee.
yeah, exactly. But so far, it's done really well. Oliver is gonna get another podium by the looks of things. Azalin, his breakout performance, maybe. He is about to lap Cholmon as that is Illigner coming out of the pit lane. It's all over the place, honestly. We've got Sam, who is 12th. Behind him is Illigner, who is 23rd. Ahead of them is Antoine, who is 3rd.
Yeah, Komachev seems to be having a pretty calm race at the moment. Got the jump on Bailey and has been cruising from that point, really. He's got 6 seconds already.
So the thing is, Felix, I thought the same, but speeding in the pit lane doesn't get you a drive through, it gets you a stop go 30, so you must have gotten it for track limits. So the only thing I can imagine is that he maybe completely cut Skyline and just straight lined it. Or like cut the chicane at the other part of the track. That is a Honda getting out of the way rather in a scary way. I think it's one of the Polish blokes. It was one of the Polish
Not
blokes.
quite a Poland moment.
Yeah, I mean, the car isn't called Pride of Poland either, it's called Bra Team Cringe. I mean,
Close enough.
that's... it does the job. It does the job.
We're halfway through. Only
Yeah.
for about half the grid, because the other half is still in the pits.
I was gonna say, we're halfway through, but we are more than halfway through getting out all of our drivers to DNF. So, yeah, I'm just gonna, well, at this point, because there's just not 9 minutes to go, and everyone's essentially dead, I'm just gonna say it. There's no way Bailey Thompson bottles P2. Surely he can't. I mean, impossible. I'm so happy for him. Because he's just gotten all of his points reset for changing cars at Bathurst. I wonder who does that. Who changes cars at Bathurst? I don't know. It's really quite mysterious. And before he changed cars, he had scored a total of 0 points. He's in fact had a Milos Matica season because he had DNF, DNS, DNF. I'm sure that sounds familiar.
No, I don't think so. I don't remember. I don't recall.
Yeah, yours was 3 DNS, 4 DNF,
No,
3 DNS.
No, I don't think so.
No, I'm really sure of that.
No, I don't think that happened.
Actually, let me look
When
this
the
up.
car stopped in the downhill section.
Oh, what?
was-
What Cubs?
Jakub Maciejewski.
What are you doing? We're looking at the replay. Oh my god! Has he binned it? No. What's happened? Has he fat fingered the engine switch? He has fat fingered the engine switch!
I am amazed by it.
Oh my god! Why are we below
And that's
Earth?
Anton making the move on Jakub.
And there goes... Oh, and there goes the rain
Amber as
now.
well.
It started raining now. And, I mean, Kubs needs to recover some places. He's down to 3rd after this. Tommy Hazelin is all over him. And, I think Hazelin could get that done, even though he's on the outside line. No, he doesn't get the run, so... Maciejewski stays 3rd, but that was... man, check your PayPal, Heineken sent something.
Heineken sent you a picture.
You've got a PayPal donation from Bailey Thompson. Please kill your engine. Thank you. So, what I've seen there, so he drove over Skyline, he got that one massively wrong, and then suddenly his car didn't have any power anymore, so he probably, like, ripped his steering around and accidentally hit the power switch, and the way it works in ACC is you have to stop the car to be able to restart it. I mean, and by stopping it, I mean, you know, being stationary. So, that's what he had to do. The last time I remember that happening was Sam in season 1 or 2 in Silverstone. No, it was season 2, I'm pretty sure. He was just driving on a straight and then threw the win away by accidentally pressing the power switch of his car. Oh my god.
I believe Mr. Neil is claiming that we cursed Bailey, but I think we just blessed him.
Wait,
Judging on the...
why is Bailey writing in chat? Is he pulling
No, I
the
believe it's Mr. Neil Tomaso.
It probably is. I thought he was pulling the Daniel Upton and has another sim racer driver's race film. But
It's actually Neil driving for him and it's Benji commentating.
Yeah, true.
Or commenting, that's what you'd say.
Yeah, true. Bailey.
So
just
track
getting
is now
used to his
greasy,
Yep.
which I wouldn't doubt would finish on damp conditions at this rate.
Yeah, it does seem like it. It's gonna get more and more rain, but then it will ease off afterwards, and probably, as we've outlined, it will ease off before race number 2. Of course, everyone here gets a do-over, a complete one. Even if you bottled qualifying, you get a second shot at it. Another 10-minute session, and in that we'll see.
Outside of Antoine Olive into the final corner.
Oh,
He's made
wow.
a mistake.
Yeah, he's got the move done. Does Curbs. So nice catch. He's up to second again. Antoine shouldn't fear though that he loses his podium position. Wait, why is Azalin in the pit lane? What are we doing? Why is Azalin pitting? I'm actually despairing because this race is has gone terribly wrong for basically everyone. Now Justin has died on the downhill. Where is his car? Oh, there it is. Oh, he's done the Sam Chomalama Ding Dong move, as I refer to it now. Now, why does Aiden Bailey pit now? You're leading silver class. Why are you pitting?
Yeah, track is now damp, so it is technically wet conditions, but there's a water pit stop. I'm not sure.
It didn't even occur to me that they could go for tires. I think that is really, I think it's just wrong. Because in this game, there's a very long crossover window where, you know, the track is too wet for dries to work, so they cool out, and the track is too dry for words. Too wet for. I'm done. Leave me alone. You know what I mean. It's too wet for dries, and it's too dry for wets. And then the wets completely overheat. So I think in that window, where both tires are essentially bad, you just want to stay out. I think that's what you do, but the drivers seem to disagree with me because Azalin and Aiden Bailey have both pulled into the pit lane. Now, to be fair, it has lost them many positions. I think Bailey is actually... Yeah, Aiden is still... He's still leading class. He's still first in class. And Tommy's dropped from 4th to 5th, which promotes Veld up to 4th. But yeah, this race is
doing a big slide into the second to last corner. And you can really see the track being hella moist right now. Yeah, the driver's going to be really careful now.
I mean, honestly, this race just has it all in terms of sim racing horror. We've got the massive pile-up on lap 1. No, it wasn't lap 1, I think. But...
2?
Oh, it was lap 1, I think. I don't know. Early in the race. Let's settle for that. We've had the massive pile-up that kills half the grid. We've got the leader bottling it and turning off the engine. We've got a guy who gets a drive-through for track limits 7 minutes into a race at Bathurst. Now we've got drivers likely completely binning it on the strategy. So this has gone horribly wrong, and I'm very, very glad that we get another one. I'm so glad this isn't a 60-minute race. We're pretty lucky on that one. Now watch it all unfold again in the second one.
Oh man, these cars are looking not very fun to drive right now.
Yeah, and I agree with Felix. Wets are gonna be faster. I mean, the track is literally cold wet right now, but the track state is cold wet, per the in-game display. But yeah, pit stops in ACC take really long. So as long as you don't bin it on the dries, I think staying out is just the right call. And I mean, we'll be able to see because I'm very sure that Veldman will finish ahead of Azalin. Oh wait, that's a bottle. Who's that? The 112? It's Chmielewski. I don't know how that happened, but I'm gonna watch the replay because I like exposing drivers. To be fair, one thing that is... Oh god, that's unfortunate. One thing that could have happened that hasn't yet is you could get beached, which happened last season to, I think, Chmielewski or his teammate here at Bathurst. He did get beached on the turn 2 curve.
Okay, the leader is on the final lap now. Give it all you can.
No, yeah. I did actually see Agge posted by Welsh told himself.
And yeah, Aiden has actually bottled it on strategy. The timing didn't update when I said it, but yeah, Moulton is actually leading silver class, so Aiden Bailey has just thrown that away to get wet tires. Well, the absolute shots fired from Welsh Toast in chat. Why are you not driving, by the way? I thought you were going to. Wait, no, you were gonna drive. Oh, you're driving Alton Park, right? Yeah. Alton Park with the special livery. Absolute banger.
think it's very pretty.
Yeah.
I think the Alton Park sponsor is also very good.
Yeah. A bit self-deprecating, but good. Oh my god, Mills, no! I watch him for 2 seconds, and he just does that. What are you doing? Some things never change. This is painful. He just got overtaken by Jakovsky, and then he bins it into the wall again. And here's Bailey. Bailey's behind all of this. He has not binned it, so commentator's curse this season not working at all. I don't think I've pulled it off once. And surely Bailey will safely navigate Forest Elbow and just take the checkered flag, and that's it. Surely, right? Yeah, just as I said. Yeah.
Surely you cannot fumble now.
Also, Sanix's car looks funny. This looks exactly as delivered. I'm sure he got it like that. It already was broken when he first got it. And we've got the Lightning McQueen car off the track. Honestly, I've just completely lost track of everyone everyone here after the big crash. One thing that I know though is that that Dominic has fumbled the bag. Watching a
Kruger is fighting with Christian Stricker. Never mind, they are a lap ahead.
I'm gonna miss Bailey crossing the line to win the race because I had to go for a replay of Dom crashing into the wall by himself. I'm sorry, Bailey. I've missed it. Go back to the live feed. We are back to the live feed. Bailey Thompson wins his first race in Lamborghini, and I think his first race ever in ACC, ahead of Jakub Maciejewski, who has accidentally turned off his engine to continue a streak of races he should win and somehow didn't. Antoine Olivet picks up another podium, the second in a row. Then Veldman, whose car has been completely carved in from the very beginning. Oh, well, from that start on, he did full on get collected there, but not as bad as everyone else. Azalin needs a new strategist. He is 5th. Van den Hudding, he lost 22 seconds reversing uphill, and still somehow comes 6th. And then it's gonna be Noppen, his teammate, in 7th. Moulton. Oh, is he winning silver class? Oh my god, there's a fight going on that I've almost missed. It's Aiden Bailey who pulls alongside Andrew Moulton, and they're gonna go side by side through the bend on the back straight, I think. In the rain, oh god. And Andrew got completely out of shape there up the hill. So I think that Aiden takes that. And we've got someone called Bailey winning in both classes. It's an Aiden Bailey win. The world truly is gonna come to an end.
Is he off in the mountain section again?
Huh?
Did the Mills finish or is he off in the mountain section again?
Both. I think he's just last on the lead lap. I don't know what he's doing. But anyways, so we've got Aiden Bailey winning silver class, Andrew Moulton somehow not winning silver class, and then it's Sam Chumley, 10th. His season has gone completely wrong since last week. Krüger is 11th, and it's Marius who got pole and had to pit for like a solid lap. And I'm just gonna open ACC chat to see the spice now.
My God, Mills, please.
So Higgsy wrote, right after it happened, 10 question marks, I can't explain that. The car literally lost itself over the bumps. I think you lost the car over the bumps, but it's fine. Yeah, he does apologize. So at least we're not gonna have anyone, refuse to take responsibility. And, wait. What in God's name? Okay, wait. I think I have a display capture setup, so I can try to show this on stream. Because we're gonna have to wait a bit. Anyways, so. Oh wait, no, that's not gonna be the screen that streams. Let me fix this. I'm very organized. Display capture. There we go. So this is the moment that basically kills everyone's race. It's on board with Higgsy on lap 1. And the car just dies. It's pretty interesting.
Definitely content, nevertheless.
Yeah, that is content, I agree. I fully agree. Absolute content.
The pursuing pileup is just you love or you hate to see it at the same time.
Yeah, it's like you love to see it the second it happens, and you hate to see it when you realize that there's 18 minutes of racing left that are gonna have 5 drivers in them.
The mini championship with 5 drivers.
I've just seen the biggest shitpost on earth. I'm gonna have to put this on stream as well. This is pretty funny, honestly. Got him. DRS at their strongest. It's fine, I'm still not a fan. Are you happy now?
Me and the homie say DRS.
I just realized it's actually also an Aston Martin post, so that's nice. That is quality. I have to give credit for that. Did Bailey win? Yeah. Bailey Thompson won Pro Class and Aiden Bailey won Silver Class. So no matter which Bailey you were asking for, Bailey did win. Yeah.
I can guarantee that Bailey did in fact win, yes.
True. This is fine. Yeah, Coops told me there's what you were waiting for the last time, because last time I told him please bottle the race, otherwise you're just gonna win at Bathurst. And he said my engine turned off. I mean, I pressed the button when I was correcting. That's pretty good.
Definitely not a Pride of Poland moment.
Oh my god. That was something else, honestly. I can't get over that. So it looks like it's just gonna rain for the second sprint. And I wonder if that will shake up the order at all. Of course, rain weather driving is always something different. It's a lot about adaptability and being able to consistently drive a car on edge that has basically no grip.
Yeah, it's probably going to be a bit more enjoyable to drivers with actual wet weather tires rather than dries, but
yeah. And it's also going to be enjoyable for us commentators with actual drivers on track instead of 6 cars slowly circling the track.
It's presuming that there will be less pileups in the wet than there was in the dry.
Well, in general, I would say no, but I think the odds are against another 20-car pileup.
Probably.
Maybe a 15-car pileup.
Yeah, 5 to 15 business cars, maybe.
Why does it always rain in Bathurst, by the way? I swear, isn't it like in the middle of the desert? Not actual desert, but I mean, in the outback.
Australia, so basically the same thing, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, it's Australia. I actually don't know if Australia, like, if the outback, if the stuff that is there, like, qualifies as a desert. I guess it's like some sort of savanna. A geography student just killed himself, and it's my fault.
Probably. But I only did geography with the equivalent on my GCSE, so I can accept your answer.
I actually had... So, in German you have, like, maths, German, and English on your, as your 3 A-levels subjects, and then you can choose 2, and I actually took geography. So I should know this, but I just don't. Dry grass, that's kinda it. Like, it's not sand, but it's like super dry. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe, I mean, we don't have any Australians racing in our European Racing League for some reason, so I don't think anyone can correct us on that. Maybe someone needs a pink Triton. Who knows, who knows.
I don't get it. Why don't Australians race at 3 a.m.?
Yeah, curious.
Surely there's someone that wants to do it.
Yeah, and if they race in iRacing from Australia with the ping, they just hit people 40 meters away from them. The netcode of race, like genuinely just the netcode if you race early in the morning on an Australian server is atrocious. That's how I killed Carlos Sainz. It was the race was at 10 a.m. so it was an Australian server. So that's why I hit him, even though we were like 2 tire widths apart.
Honestly, I just hope you DM'd him skill issue.
I didn't. He disconnected during lap 1, and I was still driving.
Perfect opportunity missed.
Yeah. Also, skill issue wasn't a meme back then. It was 2 years ago.
Nah, but so.
In that same weekend, the entire F3 sweat grid got absolutely ratioed by Mick Schumacher. He was just a second faster than anyone.
God, I love Michael Schumacher.
I do as well.
Green light, green light.
Please don't go
go.
skiing. Anyways, speaking of dangerous sports on mountains, Bathurst. That was the least smooth transition I've ever heard.
Tried, I can respect it.
I did try. I'm playing with words and the words are winning.
Well, nevertheless, quality is going to be wet for sure, no questions asked. But are we going to get a moist race?
I don't know, the weather forecast does not look like it's gonna dry out anytime soon.
We're definitely going to add some spice to this race. We can see maybe if there's any big difference between drivers with their wet weather driving abilities or not. See if we're generally going to get the same grid.
Yeah.
Then maybe some of the drivers of cars like the Astons or the Lexuses maybe could be a little bit higher in these positions than some drivers with the more unstable cars, but we will see in approximately 8.5 minutes.
Absolutely. So, I'm especially looking at Sam there. You pointed out the Aston Martin. I don't know how the Aston Martin goes in the rain, actually. I have driven it for a season, but I am terrible at the rain, so, you know, naturally I wouldn't be able to do anything there. And he really needs to get a move on if he doesn't want to be out of the championship fight too early. He is currently, what's that? 32 points behind in the standings before the race we just did, where he lost a couple of points to Ruben as well. So, in effect, that means that he has to get a move on, and having a good qualifying here could be a starting point for that. Ruben, on the other hand, had a pretty bad one as well. Krushva had a bad one as well. So out of the top 4, Veld is the only one who finished top 4. So he gained some points there. Antoine also brings himself back into the conversation with this P3. But for the standings, last race was actually pretty inconsequential because Maciejewski is a reserve and Bailey is last on 0 points because he didn't drive or DNF'd.
Awesome.
Awesome. And yeah, I'm wondering whether Bailey can replicate it. Of course, he didn't bin it. He didn't bin it in the damp part of the first sprint, but he did his qualifying in the dry. I wonder if he can put himself on pole again in the wet, or rather damp conditions.
Yeah, I don't know how the Lambo would handle in these conditions. I know it's a pretty unstable car, so I think it's likely that's going to be a much tougher task than in the dry, and it's no easy task to grab a Bathurst in the dry already, so we'll see how he can handle it. Of course, Bailey is no pushover. I'm pretty sure he can do a good job, but we'll see what he can do.
Yeah, I mean, I was really impressed by him in the first race. I don't know if he did some secret practice, or if it was just the car holding him back, or I don't know. Maybe this has all just been an elaborate scheme to smear BMW and make Lamborghini look great. I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
All my homos say BMV.
Almost. It's BMW, but sure.
No, well, I'm gonna pretend it's right, so.
Yeah, V is V.
Ah. BIM.
So I just checked Steam because I'm that much of a tryhard. And Bailey has 7 hours in the last 2 weeks, so I don't actually think he sweated it out. I think he just really likes the car. And it's worked out well for him. We've also got the amazing Bet Bands 0.4 hours in the last 2 weeks. Bands has signed up to I think 8 seasons and has probably got less playtime than 8 seasons of driving would take you.
Yeah, probably. But he shows up sometimes.
Yeah, he shows up and then he's gone again. Speaking of being gone again, Müller putting it fourth and going to the side of the track. It's interesting. I would think that the strategy is to just do one quali stint that goes 10 minutes, but there seems to be drivers who do 2. So far we only have 8 valid laps. As expected, Kub's on top. But Bailey close as well, and Bailey also 9/10 faster than Antoine Oliver in P3. So it looks like Kubs and Bailey are in a little bit of a class of their own so far, halfway into this, but the tables have turned, at least in the fight of the two, as Kubs is ahead by 0.3 of a second. Jakowski and Illigna puts himself right between Bailey and Antoine, 0.6 of provisional pole for now. I wonder if there's a person, like in the history of humanity, who's ever unironically used the money math emoji. Like, who would use that? What's wrong with these people? And Tommy Azzelin, after a very, very mediocre, I would say, first race, and especially first qualifying, is suddenly in second. So, that's almost gone unnoticed. He is 1/10 off of Kubs here, and puts himself ahead of Bailey, who will not be able to counter that on this lap because this lap is abandoned, and after it he'll have 2 more runs if he's got the fuel in the tank for it.
Oh, interesting line. And it's Jakub Maciejewski and Justin Earth going side by side.
Incredible. Absolutely stunning scenes. Wait. I need to watch Azzelin because my timing app is telling me that he's up 7/10, which is a bit ridiculous. So let's ride on board then and find out what he is doing. And if he can put it on pole, because that would be absolutely necessary. Last season, I think finished second or third in the standings, and he was always thereabouts. Probably most times got like P3, P4. But this season in the Mercedes, he just doesn't seem. He doesn't seem like he's in it. 13th at Kyalami, 4th and 7th at Misano and Hungaroring, and so he'd need a really good performance, and this could be the start of it. 6/10 up as he's gonna come around the final corner to cross the line, and he's certainly gonna put it on provisional pole. 0.5 of a second ahead of Jakub Maciejewski. I don't know if that is due to the track getting, drier, but in any case, that is an impressive lap time. It might not get beaten though. Kubs is certainly gonna try, and so is Bailey. But Bailey looks like he's not improving. He's on his way down the back straight. And the 25 is bended. That is Krüger. Okay, he resets the pit lane. Now Sanix has also put it in the wall at Forest Elbow. So no improvements coming then. And speaking of improvements, 1.9 seconds up on his time. Sam Chumley, 5th after being 19th for a moment there. So that's solid, but it's still a second off of pole. He resets to the pit lane. Now, what just happened? I think Oliver just beat Dom for P4 and P5, which means we're gonna get episode 47 of Antoine Olivier versus Dominic Illigner. It's gonna be on the History Channel in a documentary about France and German. France and Germany, in fact.
Not the first French and German competition.
Yes. Not the first time it ends in tears and war. But I think Azalin is actually just gonna keep pole because well, actually.
Chevsky coming across the last corner. He might just pipe it. Oh, he's just behind him. Less than a tenth. It's a very good lap, but not quite good enough for pole.
Yeah, maybe the second time today, but well, he's going for another one, and he's scratching. He's already scratching being up 1/10 already after one turn. So Coops maybe has got more in this. We'll see. He's right now precisely 8/10 out of Bailey Thompson, who's going through the mountain section as of now. We're going on board with him. He's going to drive full risk, very close to the inside wall there at Skyline. Now the number 10 is binded and goes to the pit lane. That is Marius Stilitskas, who's leading Silver Class. And it looks, yeah, Bailey has gained some time, but I don't think there's a way he can extract 8/10 out of it, which is what would be needed. Now he's up 3. Through Forest Elbow on the back straight. And yeah, this lap is likely not to gain any places, it's just to defend himself from others, and it might just be that Azalin is an absolute wet weather driving god, because Kubs is not looking like he can gain time. His delta was a little bit erratic in the final 3 turns, so maybe he's dropped some time there. That's what we're gonna need to wait for, but right now it seems like he's dead even on his delta time. Bailey Thompson, 2 turns up. Approaching the last turn, and there's no chance he can gain enough. He did gain a lot in the last corner, but he's eventually he is 5/10 off of provisional pole. Illigner is done. Chumley puts it 6th and is done as well. Voltman is 7th, but where is Maciejewski? He is coming down the back straight right now. He's got only 3 corners to go in this one.
Just over a tenth and a half up. He could make it, provided he has a good last corner.
Yeah, it's gonna be really close. So it's either gonna be Tommy Azalin coming, arising like the phoenix from the ashes in the wet Bathurst, and it looks like that's just gonna be it. Coops loses out again, finishes qualifying in P2 again, so Azalin takes pole. Actually, Djakovski is up a lot on his time, but it's not going to be enough to challenge for the front, but rather he jumps up to 5th. Van den Herding up 3/10 in a championship leader, only good for P11 today.
Alright, we have some wet conditions. Remember that curves are slippery. Watch your braking distance.
Yeah, I will watch out for my braking distance. Thank you, Chief.
Yeah, I got the same message. I am very certain I will not overshoot anything. I was trying to get the drivers' reactions in the chat, but I just but all I can see is just absolute GIF spam. And also the hashtag Vorok to Pro Class. I don't know if I agree. Right, it's time for the grid walk. You thought I forgot it, because I did, but I remembered. So we've got a pink all Mercedes front row of the grid. Tommy Azzelin takes pole for the first time this season. Maybe he can start a comeback off of this. Jakub Maciejewski is really fast, provided that his engine is actually turned on. He starts second. Bailey Thompson just won a sprint race about 5 minutes ago. You don't need me to remind you of it. If you do need me to remind you, go to an Alzheimer's clinic. We've got Jakowski in 5th, ahead of Illigner. Those two close on the grid to each other this time. Then Chumley is 7th, our 2-time champion, ahead of Martin Müller. Then Nico Waldman, who sort of got through the chaos last time, is 9th. Gareth Higgins, who sort of caused all of the chaos, is in 10th. Ruben, our championship leader, 11th. Ben Lewis is 12th. Then it is Chris Stricker, who was really good in the dry in the qualifying last time, but then was the first to collect Higgsy in the sprint race. He beats Noppen, and Noppen is 14th. Marius, top silver class again, but with a gap that is a lot smaller this time. Chmielewski in 16th is right on his tail. Then Bjelland in 17th. Aiden Bailey just won silver class, but he's 18th this time and 4th in class. Tim Krushwa in the Lego car can't deal with the rain. Apparently he's ahead of Justin. Those two close on the track are always fun. Niels Krüger's 21st. Michael Reinoa 22nd. I'm sure DRS have gained a lot of fans in the last race, but now they're back. Now they are back at the back of the grid. Jack Mills is 23rd. Mills, please don't do another no moment. Michael Reinoa. No, I just said his name twice. Andrew Moulton, 24th, and last, Jurien Visser.
Wow.
Yeah, terrible qualifying from Dragon. I wonder if he's ashamed.
I think he should cry himself to sleep, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah, I fully agree. Cry, cope, and see. Revo saying Timo time. How does it... Okay, wait. How does it happen that people misspell my name when they literally only might know my name from like my Discord profile thingy where it is spelled correctly?
Fortunately, it is Timo time.
Timo. Timo, man. This last again, interesting, yeah, I agree. So Petker, when ACC. I'm just kidding. He does not like the ABS cars.
Whenever he perishes.
Huh?
Probably whenever he perishes.
In
Or some.
In iRacing or IRA?
Maybe both.
Okay, well, I mean, they are probably the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, before he touches grass, he'll touch a coffin. From the inside.
From the inside.
What? What's that? I'm scared. Anyways, I'm also scared for all of those drivers because we couldn't have a race that was not a complete shit show in the dry, and now we've got, instead of 20 minutes in the dry, we've got 30 minutes in the wet at Bathurst, and I'm sure this will turn out completely fine. We've got Tommy Azzelin, who could win his first race of the season, ahead of Heineken employee Jakub Maciejewski. Which is Mercedes versus Mercedes. And then it's actually Noah's Ark at the front because we've got 2 Mercs and then two Lamborghinis. And row 4 is only Aston Martins, but that's why it's... Okay, he's just straight line skyline in the formation lap. I'm sure it'll be better in racing speed.
I think you should do that every lap of the race. You'll probably gain a few seconds.
Or he'll pull the... Wait, who was the guy who got to drive through? It was Renault, right?
I think?
I think. All of the DRS fanboys were very sad about that one.
The whole two people.
I need to stop myself from getting openly hostile.
Yes, we like the areas, guys, I promise.
Just... I can't get over this post, it's such a banger.
On my way to Pitan.
Me on my way to Pitan. Well, you wish.
Oh.
So, we're about to go double file on the formation lap. And then, it's a very short run into first. But last time, Cubs was able to take the outside line. Bailey couldn't run wide to carry the speed, and Cubs just exploited that and got him into turn 2. It wasn't until he turned his engine off on the mountain that Bailey was able to get back up ahead. Cubs, of course, will try to prevent this from happening again, as it would be incredibly embarrassing, but also really funny. So sure, go ahead, turn your engine off again. And off the race start, also Bailey and Antoine behind are going to be interesting. For sure, and then the row behind the Lexus should go good in the wet, so maybe Diakovsky in it as well. But for now, we are waiting for the line.
Green light, green light.
And we go green for the second time tonight here at Bathurst, and it looks like it is a good start from Azalin, and I think he's just gonna be able to take the lead alone out of turn 1. Cubs though in the slipstream. Bailey keeps third ahead of Olive, and then Diakovsky. Iligna is about to be swallowed up by 2 Aston Martins. It's Chumley on the left and maybe Müller, who's going to try and squeeze through. But what's happening at the front? No, Cubs cannot go for an overtake. He'll have to wait a little bit. Iligna looks like he's going to be able to save himself. Higgins getting dangerously close to the back of the Aston Martin, while Ruben is forced off of the apex in turn 2. Veldman's also shuffled down the order a bit. He's lost 2 places, I believe. So it's been a reasonably clean start so far. Higgsy on the inside here has to defend from Ruben. But I think he's gonna... Oh no, he doesn't get away with it. Ruben takes the position and Higgsy's in the wall! And it is the second disastrous first lap for him in a row. Let's hope he doesn't rejoin onto the racing line. No, he waits. He's got trauma from last time, but it is 2 disastrous sprint races for Gareth Higgins in the Mercedes. He's last on track right now. And the top 3 look like they're already building a little bit of a gap. Tommy looking like a loose cannon. Jakub definitely has got the pace, and Bailey was able to clear Antoine off of the start, so those 3 are ahead, and then Antoine is pulling the train for P4. In silver class, because we haven't mentioned that one, it is Savitska's ahead of Chmielewski, so nothing changed there. I think Justin passed Bielan though, so... oh no, actually the timing tower is being Bowell. It is updating itself now, and that is... now that's just Higgins dropping down the order to 25th afterwards. And he has so much work to do in this one, and only half an hour to pull it off. Marius knocking on the door of Sanix, who I think just... basically overtook everyone in silver class who was ahead of him. I think he qualified like 19th, and he must have gained like 4 places, so great start from Sanix.
She showed it inside into turn 1.
Oh,
It's
yeah!
right side with Tommy just into turn 2 now. But I think Tommy has a slightly better run. He will stay ahead for now.
He's willing to defend this. I just wonder how long he can hold on. For now, the slipstream probably not going to be enough unless there is some massive heroics on the brakes from Jakub Maciejewski. No, everything played safe from the 2 of them, so Tommy holding on, but the pressure is immense. One mistake and he could either get collected or overtaken. Cubs, he tries to show himself on the inside and he actually gets fully alongside, but there is no place to run too wide, and 2 cars don't fit through this part of the track, so he has to yield, and it's probably going to get Bailey some time. I don't know if he can get himself on the back, because he's dropped a little bit down from the top 2 so far.
Yeah, I think it's going to have maybe to close back up. But it seems that he's slightly slower than the top two runners. He seems to be maybe a little bit faster than Antoine, on pace with Antoine. So it looks like it might be a tight battle for the two positions between two sets of drivers.
Yeah, and as much as I'm impressed with Tommy Azelin, I think his time might have come because it looked like a solid forest elbow out of Kubs. We're gonna go on board with him. He takes the slipstream. Taking the kink side by side in the rain is always spicy. He looks for the outside because he wants that extra space, and he's gonna gun for the extra runoff on the left side here. Puts himself alongside, goes the right way, and it looks like he's gonna... Oh wait, Azelin's in the wall! He had such a good start to this race and now drops down to 30. He's behind Bailey Thompson. I don't know if we were watching the replay, so maybe he has enough damage to make him slower than Antoine, because he seemed faster before that hit. And now it's gone down to P4. It's tragic for him. He really needed that one. I was I was going on about the narratives here with him potentially being really good in the wet, and then he just throws it away in the second lap he does. So that is very unlucky. But maybe can put some pressure onto Antoine to regain that place, and if not, then Antoine could get his third place. No, I'm running out of my English skills. I'm going insane. Center.
On English.
The voices are getting louder.
And with Tommy out of the way, Jakob seems to have a reasonably big gap now on Bailey, 1.5 seconds, and Bailey's gap to Antoine as well. So he might just drive away from the rest of the pack, really, especially with Tommy's damage.
I'm just running on board with Justin a little bit. He is currently fourth in class. He's been re-overtaken by Toadza, and this just goes on to show how on edge everyone is driving, and the fact that we've not really seen big bottles so far, except maybe that one off of Azelin and Higgins, is really impressive. But also Mills, no! How is he lasting, and what has he done? Jack Mills, explain yourself.
Yeah.
What have you done? This man cannot get a race result without bottling. He in fact founded Heineken. I'm surprised by the discipline of the drivers, and now I've got Sam. He's got a lot to make up for, and is in the slipstream. No, he's not able to pull off a move on Jankowski. I thought he was close enough, but especially in the wet, it is hard, and Eligno looks like he's dropping off of their backs a little bit.
Yeah, Antoine slightly closing the gap on Bailey, and Bailey not really being able to catch up to Maciejewski. Just at the one big slide there.
Jack Mills. No. Mills is bottled in turn 2. And retires from this race as the first driver. He was last, and now he has confirmed that by leaving the server.
Yeah, it looks like I might get a similar situation from the last race with Bailey and the rest of the lead pack basically trying to chase down Maciejewski, but to no avail unless he presses the funny button once again.
He should. It'd be content.
It would be funny, guys, please. And
Especially...
Tommy to be keeping up quite well, even with the damage.
Yep. Especially on the mountain at Bathurst. Actually was such a spicy situation because you have to somehow you have to go slowly and then stop the car without getting rear-ended on the mountain downhill. So he did that pretty well, but that could have ended so much worse than it actually did. Which is also down to the fact that he was ahead of a pack of drivers who were like 2 laps down because of the start crash. And now this lap, the tables have turned a little bit in this fight. Jakowski is right on the back of Azulin, giving Antoine some breathing space, and Iligna right on the back of Chumley. So the battle groups are just, you know, dissolving and reforming all of the time here. It's really hard to say what's going on. But I think that Iligna has some solid pace, and I think Ruben just tapped Martin Müller into a half spin, and Müller somehow got away with it. Let's look at a replay actually on board with Ruben. Not on board because my broadcasting tool hates me, but it's fine. We did still get the idea, and Müller with a absolute banger save holds on to that car. Okay, it just seems like an Olivet train is forming because we've got 5 drivers from P3 all the way down to 8th grouping behind him, and the 28 is off. That is... Wait, who's the 28? Yeah.
Julian Visa.
Oh no! What's he done? Go for the replay. We are in the replay with Julian Visser. Oh my god! What in God's name happened there? So Toadzer had an off, was parked off the track, and somehow Visser loses it in the exact same spot and goes into the parked car. That is some Final Destination shit.
Clear lack of RNG.
Huh?
Simply a lack of RNG.
Yes. Simply a difference in RNG. Very bad RNG. And behind this train of 5, we have another battle group. We did show Müller and Van den Herding going at it, but they are being pursued by Nico Veldman in 10th, and then it is Benders. In silver class, in the meantime, Savitskas has managed to pass Krushva and gives himself some buffer to the other silver cars. Chmielewski is 2 seconds behind Krushva, so there's a 3-second gap for Marius, and then Justin is down another 3.6 seconds. We went on board with Justin about 5 minutes ago when they were still running as a group of 3. So since then, Marius has been able to make an overtake and build an immense gap. Good going for him. He's doing reasonably well. And Justin, of course, under big pressure because he's got Higgsy behind him. We know that Higgsy can be fast. He's just, he's just bottled twice today already, and there's still 17 minutes to go.
Higgs's praise look to be pretty promising, I think, in top 10 anyway, and then the mid to high area of the top 10, but unfortunately some small mistakes costing him a lot.
Yeah, I mean the first one, we don't need to talk about it, maybe his car bottomed out or something, but he certainly lost control, and that of course cost so many positions, and here he got offline and then everyone just flew past and he couldn't rejoin because, well, for obvious reasons, it was... Oh my god, Higgsy! Oh, what are you doing? Man, he can get his own series of gifts by Welsh Toast just from the stuff he's done today.
We're gonna get a Welsh Toast archive today.
Yeah, he's gonna get it. He's gonna get added for sure. That was, well, I wouldn't even call it commentator's curse. I was just summing up what has gone wrong, and then
More went wrong.
Yeah. Wait, and Sanix is bottled as well. The 79 having to... Oh no! No! Sanix! Oh god! You're scaring me, mate. And he also probably scared Niels Krüger that he drops down to P19 after whatever he's done in turn 2. And it doesn't need a lot of imagination to figure out what Sanix has done. He's probably just overshot it and lost it in the wet. And then the rejoin was a little bit spicy, drops to P19. So, who?
And down the section he went on the curb and then he almost spun out, but he managed to catch it.
Okay, but who?
Okay.
No, seriously, who? I don't know who you're talking about.
Something like that.
Ah, okay. No, but who asked? Thank you.
I'm very disappointed because I don't think you even heard the leave sound. On down, no Dominic.
He's actually just going for it. I wasn't even gonna bother mentioning it, but he's got some proper slipstream. He's taken the inside line, and Sam needs to defend this. He goes over the curb, and that gives him a bad run. Illing on the inside, though, into the last corner. He has the outside line, so I think Sam is gonna be able to cover this off for a little bit more, but both of them losing some time, getting caught up in that fight, which is important to both of them. Illigna, because his season has been pretty bad so far. Wait, at the front, Bailey's lost a lot of time. Antoine is right on his back, so Bailey probably made a mistake. And there's 15 minutes to go, and he's pulling an absolute train all of a sudden. Oh, is Antoine alongside? It's marginal, but I think he's got some overlap coming into turn 2, so Bailey can't run the entire width of the track. Antoine gets squeezed off of the apex by Bailey, and Azalin goes for the gap and body checks Antoine out of the podium positions. He drops down to 5th now, unless he holds on against Jakowski. He doesn't, so Jakowski profits off of that. He's 4th now, and Azalin is 3rd, but that might get investigated because that was a push to pass from Tommy Azalin, who looks to get himself back into 2nd position at least, to salvage his race after what he's done in the bend early on.
Yeah, if he doesn't get a penalty for that, maybe he still could be for a really good result for this race, even after the small crash. Oh my god. Tommy getting right on the rear end of Bailey, and it's looking very scary from the rearview mirror from Bailey.
Illigna closer than ever. He's tried it last time. It just about didn't work. Maybe he can pull it off this time. The inside line's certainly going to be valuable, and maybe he can get himself ahead before the braking zone. It looks like he does, but Sam with the overlap can stick his nose in. Illigna goes way deep and catches some grass, and that actually is going to allow another fellow German, Martin Müller, to maybe get through, at least alongside for sure, into the final corner. The Aston Martin has some overlap, but I think Wow has braked late enough to stop that from happening. No, he hasn't. He's gone deep, and that drops him to 8th. So a really good attempt at an overtake, it completely fails, and he drops a position, and now we've got yellows for Andrew Moulton in the mountain section.
Well, Dominic making a little mistake. Dominic going up the inside in the mountain section, up the hill, but fair enough. I guess the move done on Dominic.
Yep. Actually gonna go for the replay right away to spot what happened there, because I didn't catch it live, but good spot. Oh yeah, a little bit of a moment of oversteer. Has to catch some grass and then even leans on the wall, and Ruben just sees the opportunity and goes for it, and that's nicely done.
Oh, then there was a little touch from Ruben on the wall and Forrest elbow. I'm not too sure. Looked very wiggly out of Forrest elbow anyway.
I mean, probably about as planted as your car is gonna be in the wet at Bathurst.
Probably.
Haven't mentioned him in a while, but Kurbs is completely dominating everything, by the way. 9.8 seconds right now. I'm just mentioning it because I think it's gonna make it a full 10 seconds.
Okay, never mind. Why is it because I was having a look at the inside technically of Noppen, but he's going to stay back for now.
Right, I
Didn't
was
want
gonna
to make the
mention.
move.
I was gonna mention that as well. That is also a fight that's happening. Two Hondas, the silver class leader and a pro class driver who is not having a great race for himself. They are of course free to fight, but Marius doesn't gain anything in the silver class standings from it.
Not much to gain and a lot left to lose. If he does crash, that means we'll lose the win in the silver class, which not so good. You might have figured that by this point, but you know.
It looks like Wow is not happy with being behind Ruben, I mean, obviously, but also so unhappy that he plans to do something about it, but then he hops another curb. He just seems all over the shop. He should be faster. He was fighting Sam, and he was faster than Sam, then he loses the place to Miller due to the failed overtake. Then he makes another mistake and loses the place to Ruben, and now he's trying to get on top of Ruben and keeps making mistakes. He's now dropped all the way back to Veld, so now he and his teammate running in 9th and 10th could get caught up in a fight. So even though I think Wow's got solid pace, it's just all falling apart for him today. In both races.
Maybe overdriving, but he's definitely looking not too happy in that car right now. He's looking really squirmy a lot of the time.
Yeah, and I guess the Audi just does that sometimes in the rain. But the Lamborghini of Bailey is still going pretty well. He has to defend now, though, because it's 8 minutes to go in this race. We're about at the 3/4 mark, and Tommy Azalin in his Mercedes on his comeback drive after throwing it off the road very early into the race has reached Bailey Thompson, and it is a fight for P2. A straight fight as well, no strategy tire where anything gonna come into this. It's just gonna be 4 overtakes on a damp track at Bathurst. So let's see if that goes well. We've seen plenty of Mercedes throwing it off the road in fights in the bend, and well, Azalin was one of them, the other one is Higgsy, and maybe that can save Bailey, but right now I think Azalin looks like he wants to make the move at ASAP. ASAP, not AC.
AC1 how?
ACAP. Just kidding, but I guess that's why I said that. I'm bad at English letters, okay.
Sound the same.
But then again, you called it BMV earlier, so you know, it's fine.
Ah, well. Those German letters, they're so cringe.
The question is, why is it called W, not double V, by the way? Because it does not look like U's. I'm just saying.
Depends how you write it, I guess. Depends how you write it. You could make it look like a W.
I mean, you could. But it'll look clapped.
A little bit.
A little. Speaking of looking clapped, last lap of Tommy Hazel wasn't too good. So he's lost some ground to Bailey again, and I mean, he can't have that happen. He needs to stay close consistently, put the pressure on every single lap, always be there, so if Bailey makes one mistake, he is able to slip through, and he just didn't do that this lap, though Bailey is also on course for PB, so I guess it's both of them playing a part in that. And now the 25, which is Niels Krüger, has binned it. Niels Krüger binning it on this part of the track, man. Oh, look at this. The DRS fanboys are gonna love this. Wait. DRS meetup.
Oh.
I'm sorry. They shouldn't have forced.
Roosvar
Get-
getting past Justin Earth on the backstraight.
Oh, that is content actually. That is content. How well was the most embarrassing thing I've ever done captured on stream? Well, I mean, which one of the three? And the answer is yes. They were all on stream, in fact.
Cool.
Yeah, pretty cool, man. Did we have someone called Coolman drive here? Pretty sure we did. Leonard Coolman or something.
Do recall, yeah.
I think it was a video. Oh wait, that was a wall tap from Ruben, and not his first one. I seem to recall you said something earlier. So, absolutely pushing the limit, maybe pushing a little bit past the limit. Man, it is so close. With the walls, and Martin Müller holding on pretty well. I think he didn't have a great first race, and he's also in general not had a great start to the season, but he's looking pretty good in this one. I'm gonna actually check his results, because I don't think he's got much screen time at all this season so far. And yeah, he was 12th, 18th, and 15th, while last season he was actually just up there. I think he even got a podium at some point, so you know, this is gonna be probably his first top 10. I actually don't remember if he got top 10 in the first sprint today, but if he didn't, then this will be his first top 10. Maybe he can, you know, start building up a season from there, improve step by step, and get back to where he was last season. I mean, sometimes if you have a bad season and everything goes wrong, you stop practicing, and then obviously you're gonna have worse races because you don't practice anymore. And it downward spirals. What has Antoine done?
Entered the
Oh wait, we've got a
gravel
side-by-side for P2. I shouldn't miss that one. Got Azalin on the outside of Bailey, and Bailey should be able to defend because he has got the shorter line, but Azalin swings it around the outside. He's gonna run deep probably, so Bailey holding on once more. I think there's 2 laps to go after. No wait, there's probably just 1 lap to go after this
Martin
one.
Müller.
Huh?
We're making a bit of Martin Müller up to inside in turn 2.
Oh, there's a massive group of cars there. So Ruben gets the move done. Müller drops 1. He's down to 7th as a result. And wait, right? What has Antoine done? You said something, but I didn't see it. And he's dropped to 9th. What happened to him?
He went off wide into turn 1 into the gravel trap, and then well, yeah, lost position from doing that.
That is.
And P9.
I mean, turn 1. There's like 2 corners of this track that are so genuinely undangerous that bottling it there is just embarrassing. And it's, oh my god, wow. And it's the last corner and the first corner, and I have never bottled it in either of those.
I can't recall ever last corner bottle from Timo Brun.
Can't either.
Oh my god.
Why do you say last corner bottle? I specifically said last and first corner. I don't get why you would just mention the one. That's weird. You're weird. What are you doing?
Okay, Bozo.
Oh no, I feel bad for Higgsy now. He says race 2 he shouldn't have driven because his mental state was nowhere. That feels bad. I know the feeling when you like take someone out, or in this case, I mean, wipe the entire grid out. But it's, I mean, everyone like watches that incident and is like, why did the car do that? I might have said that. I might have said some abrasive things on stream, but I'm sure everyone understands why that happened. And it's gonna be close actually if we're getting 2 more laps or 1 more lap, because Kurbs crossed it right then and there, but I think it should just be this one.
We're very close between Dominic and Martin Müller. Might even try something up the inside, and Antoine's gonna get the overspeed as well. Showing his inside, but not quite really gonna be able to make move on Martin Müller. Antoine is eager to make the pass as well. He's there on his outside, but will he stay there? No, he backs out.
Yeah,
Probably the smarter choice.
Yeah, I agree. And depending on what Coops does, or, you know, when he crosses the line, this could have been the last proper chance, or at least the second to last, because the back straight's still coming. So it really is do or die for Antoine and Illigna if they want to get past Miller. I think they both have the pace to do it, but they just haven't so far, and they're running out of time, so fair play to Miller, of course, who held back Ruben for a while as well. Coops, solid slide there, but he leaves the mountain section, and it might have been for the last time this race. He's got a long straight to come, 4 corners, and maybe another lap, but just maybe. Bailey also struggling. This could be the last chance for Azalin. We're not really gonna get. We're not really gonna find out until this fight here is done for the lap. Azalin tucked into the slipstream. Bailey looks like he's gonna cover the inside right away, but he does use all of the track in the bend, and I don't think Azalin has a shot for this, and it is the last lap of the race because Kurz is now crossing this in time. So this is going to go down to the wire, and Azalin catches the inside curb, and I think that's just ruined his chances of P2. And Jakub Maciejewski finally wins the race this season. He had it coming for long, but this time he managed to keep his engine running and didn't randomly turn it off for no reason. Bailey Thompson, a double podium, a P1 and a P2. He gets it done brilliantly in the Lamborghini. Tommy Azalin finishes third. Finally gets himself on the board big here in this rain race. Alexander Diakovsky fourth, just off the podium. Brilliantly done, Sam. Well, I mean, this isn't a good result for him. I guess it's, you know, it's damage limitation. He didn't seem to be up to the task at Bathurst, but he gains at least a point or half a point against his likely rival in the championship fight, because Ruben finishes in P6 and Martin Müller holds on really well against Illigna and Oliver. Veldman finishes 9th, Loos 10th, then Snoppen, Stricker, Chmielewski. Wait, Chmielewski wins. How does he win silver? So Marius bottled. What happened to Marius?
Not sure. He's going really slow out of the last chicane as such, but I'm not sure. I think he still has fuel, but he was going very slow. Maybe a mistake?
Weird.
They only cut the end of that.
Yeah, maybe he scored a job at Heineken there at the end. Who knows? But he does finish second in class when he was leading it all the way. I'm sure he'll be fine in the title fight. Even after today has been kind of a disaster to him. Justin gets a podium as well. He's third, 16th overall. Then it's Krüger, Renault, and Moulton rounds off our finishers. And that was Bathurst. And we had the biggest crash into his ACC history, I'm pretty sure. Well, up there with Spa. Yep. And that is that. I'm gonna check quickly if there's anything spicy going on in the ACC chat. No, we're just making fun of of Tottenham. And we are requiring and we are requiring skill issue gives. So I guess that that basically confirms that we're done for today. Let's see.
Green line, give it all you got.
Let's see what the calendar has for us next time. It is Brands Hatch in a long race. I think it's gonna be with George again. I'm not sure, but we'll see. Thanks, of course, for the short notice stand-in from you, of course. And yeah, that was that. Thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks for being active in chat as well. I always like reading chat during the races, so it's nice that everyone was so active, and have a nice evening. See you next week. Bye.
Bye, we love you.
A wee kiss in it.